Obviously, really, really big, important win for us tonight. Fun win, throwback ball game. I think our kids wanted to honor some of the old Southwest Texas teams. I think they really truly wanted to. Ricky Sanders and Mike Dunn came by the hotel this afternoon during our last team meeting and spoke to the team. And our kids don't even know who Ricky Sanders is. They have no idea who Ricky Sanders is. I mean, I grew up a Dallas Cowboy fan and hating Ricky Sanders because he was on the Redskins and going and winning Super Bowls. We had a bunch of guys by the hotel this afternoon. 1976 guys, 78 guys came by to see our team. They saw them yesterday out doing a walkthrough. Those guys are so proud of our players, and I'm proud of them tonight. They battled, they fought. There was a bunch of peaks and valleys in that ball game, and for the most part, they fought through all of them. They fought through the times when it didn't look good, and that's what we talked about. We talked about that last night and this morning. Is one of the things that's missing from our football team, that was missing. Hopefully, we've got it now. Is that will to fight and finish something, and I felt like we did that tonight. Now we got to keep going. We got to learn, enhance this, and make it better. And hopefully we'll continue to do that. But I'm proud of them. I really want them to represent Southwest Texas and Texas State well tonight, as people are going to pat them on the back, and there's going to be a lot of craziness in town. I want them to represent Southwest Texas and Texas State well tonight. That's important for me. And then we go back to work tomorrow, getting ready to try to find a way to win another one.
Willie made the start today. What did you think about his performance tonight?
I thought he did some really good things, and we didn't know Willie was going to start till probably Wednesday. We thought we might get Tyler back, but his shoulder was just too sore, and he couldn't throw it well enough for us to. And then we didn't want to put him in harm's way. So about Wednesday, we made the push to say, okay, this is the guy this week. And he had a really good week of practice, I thought. I thought he did some good things. And obviously when he's got the ball in his hands, when he keeps the ball in his hands, he can make some really good plays with his legs. And he did some things with his arm tonight too. So threw a couple third down out cuts tonight that were pretty nice. So hopefully he'll keep getting better. Hopefully we'll get Tyler back, and hopefully we'll have two quarterbacks that can play and help us win games.
It sounds like Vid's day-to-day with his injury.
Yes. Yeah. We hope to get him back. Hopefully he practices Monday.
You guys call the offense differently when Willie's in there compared to when Tyler's in?
Not really. I mean, we call it for what we think the defense is going to be able to give us. We wanted to be able to run the football tonight. I thought we ran the football. It was sporadic at times. Second quarter was kind of not what we wanted, but really I thought the other quarters we had some significant runs, and we just got to keep getting better, man. We got a bunch of young old linemen up there fighting and scratching, and they're getting all kinds of blitzes. They're getting blitzes drawn up in the dirt, run at them, and but it's going to benefit them in the long run as they continue to get better.
It seemed like you guys had a lot of success with the option run game tonight. Was that something you identified coming in that might?
We knew that they were going to give us some edge pressure, and anytime you do edge pressure, you got to take somebody out of the secondary to help you on the option responsibilities, and there was nobody there to help them on it. The guy was 10, 12 yards deep, so we had some checks in the game that gave us some speed option looks to the open side.
You talked about Clifton Lewis playing bandit for you guys on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Had that pick today. How big has he been lately for you guys, and especially in this game with that interception?
Clifton's a football player. I mean, he's one of those guys. Now, he made some mistakes in the long run, the long run there that they made that they reviewed and brought back. He was up the field too far. He's not perfect. Nobody is. But the thing that he gives us is he gives us a football player. You can teach him something one time, and he'll go execute it. And to me, we miss that a little bit on our football team, just guys that are just, I call them ball and stick guys. You know Clifton had a ball and stick playing ball probably from the age of 5 to where he is now, and football's easy for him. Clifton go do that, okay, I'll go do that. And that's kind of how he's been since we moved into Bandit. Clifton, he played Bandit tonight, he played Dime Sam tonight, and he was an edge rusher for us tonight. And none of those are things he's done, 3 weeks before now. And he did them pretty well tonight. So he's a football player.
It seemed like your players had a little extra fire tonight. There was the offsetting penalties on the sideline, but there was just other times they were just really demonstrative and fired up. Is that something you noticed in practice? They were just really juiced up for this game this week?
There was a couple fights in practice this week. I don't know if, it's homecoming. Throwback uniforms, representing a lot of really talented and great people and football players here. I don't think we coached any different this week, to be honest with you. But I do think our kids wanted to represent, like I said, the successful Southwest Texas teams that showed up and supported us tonight.
Did you like seeing that in them, that fire?
I always like fire. I'm that kind of guy, so I like people to be that way. Yes.
We've talked a lot this season about being close, but today you're able to close out the game with defense. How big of a teaching moment is it for these guys to see what it's like to close a game out?
Yeah, it's always big. Now we got film now that says if you do this, I probably put our defense in a bad way. I said let's go try to end the game with a field goal, but I had confidence in our defense tonight, and I don't know if you guys noticed, Chris Wood's dad passed Thursday night. He's gonna fly out of here Monday morning and go to a funeral. And for a guy to call a game like he called tonight, it's pretty damn special. Pretty special. I lost my mom during the season at Ohio State, and I know how that is. I know what that is. That weighs on you. And for him to put together a game plan that he put together against that team with that many weapons, man, that's pretty special. And boy, he's been unbelievable for us this year. We played so much better defense this year, and we'll continue to get better. But what he did to help those kids all understand what he's trying to get done, and it's fun to see them go execute it tonight.
3 sacks on defense as well. You're down a couple linemen too. Did y'all change anything up going into this game, or was it just kind of a little bit extra for this one, like you were saying?
No, I think what we've been forced to do is play them all. If you're eating on scholarship, you need to be able to rush the passer, and that's kind of what we put toward our guys. If you're not going to eat for free around here, if you are getting study hall hours and getting tutoring help, and we're paying for it, you need to pay us back, and you need to go rush the passer and be able to help us with depth in our D line, and we've challenged those guys like that. Good.
You've talked about momentum, or you've talked about trying to go and enhance this and make it better. But do you feel like this is something, a momentum for your team to go forward as you continue conference play next week?
I hope so. I hope we can use this, and obviously you like to be able to coach and teach when you win. It's easier. It's easier to go coach hard when you win. So I'm hoping that we'll be able to do that start next week, and be able to give us a chance when we go play Georgia State.
What are some key methods to keep the run game going in these next few games?
Keep doing it. Practice it every day. Be physical at it every day. Every day we get the opportunity to go, practice the run game in a physical manner. Go do it. That's the only way you get better at the run game, is go be physical at it in practice. And the last couple of weeks we forced ourselves. And I guess I'm the guy that's forced our offense to do it. It looks ugly sometimes. Sometimes the run looks ugly, and fans go, "Oh, why'd you do that?" All that. But you run the ball to win, and you can take that to the bank. You have to be able to run the football to win. You have to be able to do that. So if we're going to win, Willie, we're going to have to run the football, bud. Okay, So just so we're all clear on that. You have to, that team throws it an awful lot, okay? But we're going to run it to win. Because down you can play field position. You can do a lot of things if you're a successful run team. You can throw it better if you can run it. Okay? Good?
Can you talk about how you're going to address some of the mental mistakes being penalties and some misassignments by receivers with the team?
We'll show it to them when we meet and talk to them about it. And hopefully we won't have it. We've been pretty good penalty-wise. This was an unusual game for us penalty-wise, I thought. Some of it was offensive line. Some of it was our young guys up front, So, yeah, we have to fix that. So the only way I know to do that is to show it to them and, keep working it, and hopefully we get better at the technique so we don't get the penalties.